Greetings wherever you are getting us live. I will say good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to Education Bantaba on Atlantic TV, a platform where we discuss important issues surrounding education, youth development, and community empowerment. Today, we are honored to host a very special guest, Mr. Salifu Darboe, the youth parliamentarian of Kombo is constituency. A passionate advocate for literature, he is known for using poetry as a powerful tool to educate, inspire, and address social issues within our communities or society. Mr. Darboe is preparing to launch his poetry work, and today we will be discussing the inspiration behind his writing, the importance of literature in education, and the role of poetry plays in shaping our society and guiding the younger generation. Mr. Darboe, can you briefly introduce yourself to the viewers and tell us about your journey as a poet?
Thank you so much, Uncle Mas, for having me here today. It is once again a pleasure being here, interacting with you about my poetry journey. Well, I am Salifu Darboe, will I say Honorable Salifu Darboe, the youth parliamentarian for the young people in Kombo is. My poetry journey is a very long story. I cannot today tell all how the journey started. But then, as a young boy, my journey started earlier on when I was at junior school. I started my poetry journey because I have been seeing issues in our societies, have been seeing issues that are affecting the lives and the livelihoods of young people in our communities, in our societies, in our country, and even in the world, that I think there is a need for me to talk about. That is how my journey started. Until then, I have been into poetry, have been performing on stages, have been recording poems, have been shooting videos, and making sure that I raise awareness, also participating in national development of our country. Thank you.
Yes, you made mention about your poetry career started when you were going through the junior school. Yeah. So can you tell us your education background, from where you start up to where you are at this level?
Thank you for that question. Well, I started my schooling at Cloro Lower Basic School, wherein I did my primary school. Moving forward, I want to come to Methodist, that is becoming here, but unfortunately I couldn't, simply because there was a new school that was built in our village, that is Cloro, where I proceed my junior school from grade 7 up to grade 9. From there, I moved to New Zealand Senior Secondary School, where I did my senior secondary school, and then today I'm very proud to call those school as my alma mater, because they truly saved me who I am today. Thank you.
Yes. What inspired you to venture into poetry and literature?
Yeah, thank you. For poetry and literature as a whole, that is Darboe, my own brother, that have been into poetry before I. This guy has been an inspiration to me. Not even only poetry, but when it comes to activism, when it comes to community service and all of that. So in that journey, he, as a spoken word artist, as an advocate, he always used to be with me, showing me the way, grooming me, and telling me this is what you're supposed to do and this is not what you're supposed not to do. In that journey, I also started doing poetry, writing poems, then I will be given to him. He will go through and make some editions. That's how I started my journey, and that's the inspiration. That is the man behind my journey. So that is how my journey started, and that is the biggest inspirations, because he has been inspiring me through poetry. He has been telling me this is what he's supposed to do, and then he's my inspirations in taking part in poetry. But literature, we know literature is very timely and necessary when it comes to nation building. When you look at the world today, it's not only about talking, it's not only about let's say being on medias, but sometimes even literature, when you look at some of our writers today, you look at the literary devices that they use, that is a powerful tool to actually participate and contribute to national development.
Honestly, Mr. Darboe, with due respect, I will call him Honorable Darboe as a youth parliamentarian representing Kombo East District. Mr. Darboe, I think it's very important we acknowledge those at the receiving end, especially the fans of Uncle Mas, And then I will say, I'll never forget schools like Mahat Senior Secondary School. Students, they are my #1 fans, down to Mansa Kolibojang, the nucleus of all schools within Gambia. And then in Mansa Kolibojang, honestly, to the proprietor, Mutar, or Muki, is literally called, thank you for always following this program. Then I moved to Botrop, then down to Brikama Lower Basic School, the mother of all schools within the West Coast region. Brikama Lower Basic School, the head teacher, Mr. Morinyasi, down to Brikama Upper and Senior Secondary School, Mr. Sidikan, and then we moved into St. Peter's, my own alma mater, St. Peter's, my own alma mater. Honestly, without you people, I wonder how I will look like today. Well, thank you instantaneously, St. Peter's Senior Secondary School, down to Kipi Upper Basic, Kasakunda, presentation of Mary, and all schools within the Gambia. Gambia High will say they are the father schools. Okay, Gambia High, the father school of all schools. Thank you so very much for following this program. Then down to Base Kobakunda. I trust I'll be hosting their head girl next week. She will travel all the way from Baseko Bakunda.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah,
that is absolutely amazing. That is
so anyway, thank you. And then they'll also, yes, they were pledging, begging to make sure that at least we have them. And then they have been inviting me to programs, and then I'll be so grateful to have the head girl on board. And then back to the program. So, Mr. Darboe, please, at what point did you realize that writing poetry was your passion?
Yeah, that was my grade 8. I realized that because grade 7, I have actively writing poems. I have been into writings. I would be at home, writing, thinking, So, what? Can you come again?
Yes, I said, at what point do you realize that writing poetry was your passion?
Yeah, I think that started currently when I was a grade 8.
Okay.
Because I was into writing in my grade 7 more actively. So when I reached at grade 8, I realized that I'm good in writing.
Okay.
And then people also have reached out to me, even our English teacher, when we do what we call letter writing, he will always tell me that you are a good writer. Those people are the people that I'm forever grateful of. So from there, I realized that I can actually do writing.
Okay.
And from that inceptions, writing also become part and parcel of me.
So meaning you realize your potentials when you were in grade 7 towards grade 8.
Grade 8.
Okay, and then now we move quickly to our main topics. That's the question on the upcoming poetry launch.
Yeah.
I know you have been doing a lot, and then you have been writing for, I would say, years now.
So
you are preparing for an upcoming poetry launch. Can you tell us about the title of about your poetry work and what it's about? Yeah,
the title or the whole concept of my event, that is my project, is about where I come from. The whole idea of this came as Kombo is Youth and Children Development Alliance, KIDA, that has been truly saving the lives and the livelihoods of young people in Kombois. So I also want to do, at least give them a giving back, wherein I would celebrate them through poetic verses. So because where I come from also is a very deeper topic, is a very deeper, because when you look at the whole concept, when you look at the KIDA as an organization, when you also look at the root, how I've been groomed, how I have been brought up, and the society that molds me, how is their culture, how do they see people, and how do they want to see an equitable society. When you compile all this together, I will also tell the world where I come from, and this came as a result of Kombois. Yeah.
So meaning you want to pay tribute back to KIDA. Honestly, so the theme or the central idea is where I come from, where it has or caption a deeper meaning. So honestly, exactly. And then if you want to know where you come from or where he come from, please, you have to be at Cloro Upper Basic School for his project work or launch. And then Mr. Darboe, the program is so interesting, and then I know those are the receiving end. They will start at least try to comment and then subscribe on what the discussion is all about.
Honestly.
But when and where will the poetry launch take place?
This will take place at my home. I mean, this one, I dedicate everything to my home. This one is going to happen in Cloro.
You are a native of Cloro?
I'm native of Cloro, but then I don't count myself as Cloro, because anywhere today in Kombo I can able to sleep there because of the bonding that I have there. I can sleep at Jibora, I can sleep at Maneba, I can sleep at everywhere. But then the event will be in Cloro. Yeah.
Okay. So what should readers and supporters? I know you have massive support, honestly. So what should readers and supporters expect from these new collections of poems?
No, it's going to be very, very interesting. I mean, as we speak right now, we are working on our production, and then as we move on, those things will be unveiled. I mean, that day is also going to be a historical moments in Kombo. Yeah, inshallah.
So that's what promise do you have for those people who loved to at least purchase a ticket or buy their tickets and then to put on their haftans and then these eats costumes and other stuff just to go out there and then also patronize you? So I don't know whether do you have anything for them?
Yeah, I mean, you people just be there for me, and then you're gonna see a very, very interesting event on that day. And I promise you, I'm gonna give you people, my fans and my lovers, a poetry of lifetime that's really gonna shape the lives of the people.
Yes, you said the team where I come from.
Yes, where I come from.
Yes, we need some acapellas, and we want to know who is Salifu, and then please give us some verses in your poems. Yes.
All right. Thank you. During those days, caring, sharing, affection, attention, mutual understanding is what we all pray and pledge our life to. We sit together, dance together, play together, pledge our life to stand together. Where I come from, Gambians are suffering because the price of our goods are increasing. The citizens are crying because even the fat ones are now drying. Tears of the poor are dropping so fast like an aeroplane flying. The living situation in my nation gives me a somersaulted heart, a crumble and a broken mind. Youths are idle because their future is not prioritized. They face trauma.
I think you have to keep this.
yes, of course. Thank you.
Okay, Salif, honestly, the program is moving fine, and then still, also, I will love to acknowledge my own mentor, my own brother, my father. I call him anything. Mr. Dixam, and then the rest of the TV department here, our cameraman Edu. Honestly, you are giving us a very good caption. Thank you. Instantaneously, he's always here very early just to make sure that at least my program is covered. Then from here, go back to the school. And then I'll also acknowledge my principal for giving me the time frame. Always come to Atlantic TV first, do my programs, then from there I go to school. Anyway, now we move into the importance of literature. Mr. Salif, as an advocate, as a youth parliamentarian, as a poet, and then I said, in your view, how important is literature in the development of a society?
Thank you for that question, Mas. I think for the importance of literature here, today we will talk about that, but we cannot finish emphasizing it because of what literature is doing in our society. One of the most tools of today is about writing. And today, writing is very important. And then you cannot say writing without literature. When you look at the great writers today around the world, most of them are literally minded individuals. So literature as something, when they start write, they write issues that are affecting the lives, they write issues, injustice, they write impunity, you name them. And through their writings, they actually contribute towards national development of their country. And that is one more importance of literature. So meaning, literature, we have authors in our country that are writing books. And some of these people also, they they gain some of this book. It's a mean of income for those people, and that also is a way of contributing those people their personal growth and also impacting the lives of other people. Because when you read their books, you understand that also writings heals wounds. You understand very well that literature is a way, it's a part that can actually transform lives and livelihood. Because of writing, whether they are authors, they are spoken word artists, they are you name them. So literature, the importance of literature cannot be overemphasized simply because the impact that it is doing in our society today. When you look at Gambia as a whole today, literature has really transformed people. When you look at our social media outlet and all of that, you have been seeing young poets that are doing amazing work. You have been seeing authors that are doing amazing work, and those people through those writing, through those inspirations, are also way of impacting the lives of other people. So literature, the importance of literature here cannot be overemphasized.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So how can literature help educate and inspire young people in our communities, in the society?
Thank you. I think I will start that from me. Through poetry, have been inspiring people, have been educating people, and then I have been contributed massively towards the development of other young poets or other young people that aspire to become responsible individuals in the nearest future. Today, when you look at poetry, when you listen to poems, when you check people's writings, then you become inspired. One, because how they put their literary devices and all of that, So two, also through listening to poems, you understand that literature is a way of educating people. It's a way of raising awareness to people to really understand what is going on. Because sometimes poet normally talks about issues that are actually happening at the right time. So when you look at that, you understand very well that literature keep educating people through people that used to go to the studio and record their poems and whether they are authors, So by reading those books, by actually going through those books, you understand that you are also having a knowledge that actually going to contribute towards your own personal growth and even to inspire other people. So literature also, it keeps educating people and it keeps inspiring people in making sure that individuals out there that desire to become responsible individual, so as to also participate in national development. Because when you write books about country issues, people want to know, people want to read. Let's say one of the book that one of my guys wrote, The Building Bridge of Love. So when you look at that, when you read that book, you understand that that person is talking particularly about Gambia. How do we build a better nation? How do we move as a country? And what future do we desire to have as a country? So you understand those people, they are educating people to actually, see nothing but Gambia. See nothing but actually to...
So literature educates people.
Absolutely.
Educate young minds.
Absolutely.
To become responsible citizens in the nation. So anyway, we move into inspirations and behind your work. I know it's not easy to become a writer, to write. As a teacher, I know. As a TV presenter, I know. As a journalist, I know. So what inspires most of your poems? Is it personal experience, society, or culture?
But sometimes it's based on, let's say, society. Sometimes also based on national issues. Sometimes it's also based on emotions. Sometimes I do write poems when my emotions are very high, when my thinking is, let's say, beyond me. Then the only way to heal from that, trauma or whatsoever is about to sit down at one corner and then write. And then through that, writing is healing my wounds. Today, let's say, whatsoever, let's say, there is something that is happening in the Gambia. Because when the issue of hijab issue happens here, I felt that as a poet, I have a say on this. One of my pieces also, the Gambia is not fully independent. It's something that I think that our independence is still neo-colonialism. It's not a fully independent that has been given the Gambian people. So I think those are issues that I want to talk about because they are national issues. So sometimes also I write issues based on emotions. When I look at one of my pieces about my late father, that was I was thinking and my emotion was very high at the moment. Then the only thing that could heal me at the moment was actually to write a piece and go to the studio and write. So when you compile all this together, sometimes it's based on my emotions. Sometimes it's based on national issues that I feel this is something that has to talk about. Let's say I also feel like Gambia, the price of goods are increasing every day. And then I decided to actually release a title that is the Gambians are hungry. Because I feel that the price of goods and services in this country daily are increasing. So based on those issues, emotional issues, I do write. Based on my personal emotions, I do write. But based on also societies, how do I see societies? Because one of my pieces also where the society we live in. All these are the areas, or all these are issues that I think they need to talk about. People need to know. That is why I have been into this.
Yeah. Are there a particular event or people that influence your writing style?
Yeah. For me, my brother is my everything. If I everything when it comes to inspirations, when it comes to advising, when it comes to literature. I mean, these people are just incredible when it comes to literature. When it comes to education, let's say education as a whole. There is Darboe. It's my own brother. Currently, he's at studies, not in the country. But then before they show you around, I mean, this guy have been my inspiration. Have been individual that have been editing and doing all works about my journey as a spoken word artist.
So I will call him your mentor, right?
My mentor, absolutely.
Okay, in poetry, is the one that influenced you to become a poet.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, it's very important for those at the receiving end also to know who are your guests. Prominent people. Are we expecting prominent people?
Absolutely.
Are we expecting politicians? Are we expecting politicians?
Yeah, because
we are in the political season.
Yeah, of course. They only,
okay, tell us your guests. Yes.
Politicians are my people.
Yes.
I think my own boss, honorable member for National Assembly of Kombo is Honorable Abduso. Abduso around.
Is the guest speaker?
We're part of the guest speaker.
Okay.
And my mentor also Bantaba will be part of the guest speaker.
Okay.
And my one boy, that is my own colleague, a very close friend to me, our honorable member for National Parliamentarian in Old Josama Bogar Cisse. We will also be delivering a speech there, a very powerful one for that matter. I'm saying hi to your Bogar. So, and also our youth chairperson, that is district youth chairperson, Christine Mendy. This guy is a very inspiration when it comes to inspiring young people in my own constituency. Kombo is. You also have a board chairperson, that is Binda Jiba, a very iron Jiba. These are people that have been inspiring people, not only Kombo is, but even at the national level. You also our former board chairperson, that is MS and Lamin working at Darboe, the former director for National Youth Council, and currently working at the World Bank. All these are people that will actually gracing the occasion with us. And my hero, that is Buba Sonko, a guy that used to do Nasib. You're gonna have people that are very prominent. Prominent people.
Okay. Expectations are high.
Very high.
Viewers, those are the receiving end. These are the prominent people who will be part and parcel of the program. So please, if you want to see them and then if you want to know a lot about them, please, the only place to be is Cloro. At which day?
It's going to be 29 May.
29 May.
Preparation are going on.
And which time?
It's going to be start from 3 o'clock moving forward.
So is there any gate takings and other stops, tickets?
So tickets will be around, and shortly by May, people will start selling tickets.
And then what is the price?
Yeah, the ticket is, because this one, I'm doing it for my home.
Because one of your pieces is in price.
So absolutely. So I want to make easy for my people, considering when you want to do events around Kombos here. Sometimes we as poets we make our ticket more priceable than when. So for my ticket, my advance is $100.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah. So
advance $100 is very good. I was even thinking of because I host many poets here and I host many writers here.
Exactly.
And when they are launched, I know.
So
it takes.
Yeah, exactly. So advance will be $100 and gate will be $150, and then VIP will be $300. But then even before actually making this, because I have a management team, anything has to consult those with people, my manager and other people. How do you go about with this? And if you think that this is actually more priceable that people can actually buy, and they will not be loaded with let's say they will not be fatigued to actually come for the event.
Yes.
Because Gambia right now is don't fatigue.
Okay.
So
yes, anyway, I think it's very important. And then if you want to grace the occasion, please, we know we are from Eid Korte, and then your eats make sure at least washed, iron them very well, and then place it at a comfortable place. So then we wait for on the 29th, and then we all meet at Cloro. So I think Atlantic also will try to come and then see how best we also give you a live coverage on the very day of the event. So please always be in touch with me. I'll also see how best I'll facilitate from our end, so that can also be our contribution for the program.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that.
Yes. So we say, how can poetry help address social issues such as peace, unity, and development? Because these key.
They're fundamental.
They are fundamental.
So absolutely, they're fundamental.
Certainly. Yes.
Yeah. We as I speak right now, we are heading to political seasons, and 5th May, people are going back to their polling stations to actually decide, and government people will decide who to lead them in next 5 years, and also in May 22nd May 2027 also council election, local government election will happen. You name them, because we are heading to political seasons.
Yeah, certainly.
So as a poet, as an advocate too, as an activist also too, preaching peace is very important. Right now, peace should be everybody, mouthpiece, because we know that without peace, probably today you and I will not be here today. So poetry as a mean, also people right now, poets are preparing to preach out on peace, simply because we are heading to political season, because they know very well that we are something is about image, and that thing sometimes politics sometimes crazy. Not even in the Gambia, but politics as a whole sometimes is crazy. It comes with a lot of tensions and all of that. So poetry also is a way of uniting people, or also is a way of fragging people. Poetry has been contributing to national development. Really, it has been contributing to national development today. I would say some poets today, they don't have any source of income. The only source of income they have is through poetry, and it's through poetry they are feeding their family.
That's yeah, certainly.
So that meaning in that way, they're employing themselves as spoken word or as a poet. In that way also, they are participating towards national development, because they're not making pressure, let's say the central government or any institution in making sure they are employed, but themselves have employed themselves in participating and in building their own communities. So in that sense, those people that are also participating towards national development.
Yeah, then we are moving at the dying end, meaning no time. Program is all about time. But I don't think this will be the last. We'll keep on engaging you till on the 29th of May, and they'll be having series of both TV and radio programs too. Anyway, we move into advice and